Hola, buenos dias, ¿qué más? Today I'm in the La Boca region of Buenos Aires, and you can see the colourful houses and bars behind me and the La Boca street artwork here. I'm going to be walking through Caminito, which I believe means small path or something along those lines, and there's supposed to be lots of colourful houses around here. Since I've been in Argentina, I have seen a lot of Maradona artwork, but in the La Boca region, it's almost unmissable at this point. This is due to the fact, obviously, that Diego Armando Maradona played for Boca Juniors in the La Boca region. The main famous Caminito street is down this street behind me and then sort of doubling back on myself. But around this whole area, there are lots of colourful buildings and sort of colonial architecture, as you might be able to see behind me. A beautiful sunny day here today in Buenos Aires, and some nice local music to go along with it as well. So this is the main entrance here to the famous Caminito street in Buenos Aires, and you can see a nice monument behind me as well. And in this building here, Lionel Messi is holding up the World Cup, which he won a few years ago. But before I enter the Caminito, I'm taking a short walk towards the riverfront because there's a bridge here and it looks big. And it's just behind me there. It's called the Puente Nicolas Avellanda. It dates back to 1914 as an iron transporting bridge. Here's an official Boca Juniors store for the fans. Okay, so now at the entrance to the Caminito street, and I think actually the Caminito street is officially a museum, as in the whole street itself is classified as a museum. Free entry, thankfully, so let's take a stroll through. You can see the colours behind me already. So on the left as you come in, there's sort of like brick stone walls with obviously some artwork there as well. And on the right hand side, there's some metal grating, I think it's called, or whatever that material is. And there's a nice fire going on there as well. Some kind of barbecue maybe. You can see all the beautiful colours here. The houses in this area originally were immigrant dwellings. And the reason it's as colourful as it is because there were various paints from the dock workers that were unused, and they were basically used up on this street here, the Caminito. And the Caminito street became famous as the inspiration for the 1926 tango by Juan de Dio Filiberto, I think his name is.
And here on the right is the back part of the shops, and on the left, this place is where they are people.
So I just got a bit of free information from a tour guide behind me with these two people. She was saying on my left side here is the back side of shops, and on the right side there are still people living here in the Caminito street. And she also said she used to work in one of the bars on the left hand side. I'm sort of at the end of the Caminito now. It's a very short street, maybe takes 2 minutes to walk if you're walking it straight. I obviously stopped along the way, and from here I'm going to be heading towards La Bombonera, the famous football stadium in La Boca, Argentina. Oh, and here's sort of funny sculpture of Maradona again. I'm not sure who the other two sculptures are, but I definitely know that's Maradona closest to my face. Just walking up the street now, and I've got my first view of La Bombonera, the stadium where Boca Juniors play their football, and the famous blue and yellow is sort of sticking out here onto this street. You can just see the curve there. So I'm here now outside the famous Bombonera stadium, and it does look very big on first impressions. I think this is Riquelme here, another famous player of Boca Juniors. Alberte Jose Armando is the official name of the stadium, but it's known around here and worldwide as La Bonbonera. And the name La Bombonera gets its name after a chocolate box because of the shape of the stadium. It's almost like a D shape, and the flat side of the stadium in this section behind me, and then the rest is curved around. So the flat side is just one flat stand, and the other three stands are steep, high stands here at the La Bombonera, and that's where it resembles the chocolate box. The stadium's architect, Victor Surcic, was given a box of chocolates as a present for, I think, his birthday. And in the meetings that he was involved with at the time, in terms of the meetings about the stadium, he spoke about the fact that the box of chocolates that he was given resembled the stadium that he was the architect of. And this is where the name Bombonera was first given to the stadium. Because of the steep sides and the proximity to the pitch, this stadium is known as having one of the best acoustics in world football, creating lots and lots of noise. The most famous player to have played for Boca is obviously Diego Armando Maradona, and he came here from Argentinos Juniors in the early 1980s and returned to Boca at the end of his career. Maradona played his last ever professional match here in this stadium. And this is the first view I can get of the stand, just there up behind me. You can see how steep it is. There hasn't really been any view onto the grass areas of the pitch, unfortunately. I'll walk around a bit longer. So far, no. So I've walked around the stadium. I couldn't seem to find any sort of grass areas that I could see from the public view. This sign here says Boca Pueblo Mundo. I think that means Boca, the team, Pueblo means like a town or a village, and Mundo means the world, meaning that this small place, Boca, means the world to the people here. And just about get one last view of the club crest right at the top of the stadium here before I leave. The only other thing to say is that this pitch has been graced by many greats of the game. Pele, Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo R9, Di Stefano, Cavani, the list goes on, Riquelme. But I'm going to say adios to Boca Juniors now, and I've really enjoyed it. I love the yellow and blue. The whole area is yellow and blue. You just get a sense that it's kind of football mad in this area. A bit of bonus footage. I've got some grassy areas behind me. Not sure if this is their training pitch. I doubt it because it's quite close to the stadium and quite close to the public, but maybe it is a training pitch, or maybe for the youth squads, something along those lines. But it's literally 1 minute walk away from the stadium, this sort of training football pitch here. Complejo Pedro Pompillo. Goodbye, Boca. I managed to get this one last view on my way out. Look at that. And one last bonus footage behind me here. There's another pitch. I thought it was a football pitch when I was walking towards it. It's around 3 minutes walk away on another street. It's actually a hockey pitch here in La Boca.